What's poppin', y'all? We here with another episode of the Squid Game Aftermath Where Are They At Now podcast. As you can see, it's a little dark out here today. Just got finished with the Philadelphia Eagles game versus the Panthers, which the Eagles won. And I thought no better time or area than to find my travel football brother, Mr. Logan 114, who's in the building in the cut outside right now, to talk to about Squid Game and see what he's been up to, where he's been at, and what he's going to do than here. I know that was a mouthful. So Logan, what's poppin'?
What up, man? Appreciate you having me, bro. It's good to see you, man.
Hey, it's good to see you too.
Man.
It's good to see you too.
We don't really get to meet up too often, but like you said, football just brings us together, bro. It's good stuff.
It definitely does bring us together. You know, we've been to a lot of games this past year. I believe three playoff games
for the Lions. Yep.
3 playoff games. The NFL draft.
Yeah.
Which was
That's crazy. This man he blows my mind every time. It's like, I don't know how you do it, bro. We'll get in with nothing, come out with everything. Every time.
Hey.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Oh, you ain't that bold?
No, man. Nah. Not with you around. Oh, as you can see.
It's getting hostile out here in Philly.
You can hear it.
I get.
This is my first time in Philadelphia. It's an interesting city.
Yeah, they were talking about the city of brotherly love. I don't think there was much love going on.
I saw on we were walking through a tailgate and it said on one of the vans, it was like the city of brotherly love except on Sundays for football, which is actually funny.
Yeah, y'all from Philly know what we talking about and probably experienced that way more than anyone else. So I don't feel bad for y'all because of that, because I'm actually curious how it is the other days of the week.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is my first time in Philadelphia. Actually in Pennsylvania. I've driven through Pennsylvania. It's nice, but not really much going on other than really here.
Yeah, facts. Well, we got, State College in Pittsburgh.
That's right, Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. It's nice. So,
Logan, it's been about a year since Squid Game has finished airing. How has your year been?
So I always mix up the timeline. So we were there last year, right? 2023, January 2023. It came out the end of 2023. So yeah, it's been almost 2 years. Like, it's about to be almost 2 years since we filmed it. Yeah. Life's been good. When I was done with Squid Game, I went back to college, finished up in December of 2023, kind of right after Squid Game, the challenge came out. And then I was like out of a job for like literally 7 or 8 months. The reason being, I wanted to go into like medical device sales. I'm really passionate about medicine. I was originally going to be like a orthopedic surgeon, doctor, but then I found out about medical sales, so I was like, I'll actually navigate the business side of it, and so I pivoted my major in college. And it's just a really hard industry to go into because I started late into it. I didn't have an internship or anything, but yeah, got my job. Just got a job about 2.5 months ago with Johnson & Johnson MedTech in sales, orthopedic sales. It's a lot of surgeries. My life has completely changed because it's just surgeries all day. Because I'm still training, so they want me in as many surgeries as possible. Just learning our products and getting to meet the surgeons and stuff. So yeah, life's been good, man. Life's been good.
That's good. That's good to hear. I know we talked about that a lot, and you were looking for a job and didn't know if you're going to be in Detroit or San Francisco and whatnot.
There's actually a crazy story about that. Like, I had a random phone call from Johnson & Johnson, one of the regional managers that lived in California, and they knew I lived in California prior somehow. And they were like, yeah, your resume came across our desk. Like, we'd love to like talk with you about getting a position out here. So originally I was going to move to South Lake Tahoe for this job. And it's like trauma and extremity. So it's a very high turnover because the work life kind of blows, to be honest. It's just kind of a way to get your foot in the door. But I was totally ready to move to South Lake Tahoe, and then a position to open up in Detroit, and I was like, I'm doing that. Like, I don't want to move across the country for something that I might actually not like, but it's ended up being amazing.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm proud of you, and I'm excited to see how these things go. Whether you like this industry or not, you making moves, making strides, and at least giving things a chance.
Yeah, and I've heard both ends of the spectrum. You know, you've probably heard all the glory stories of people making tons of money and stuff and just loving what they do, and then the other side of it being not, you know, struggling to make quota, whatever it may be. But yeah, so far so good. It's really been like a big, like a maturing event in my life. Just having to, like, I mean, it's a big boy job. Like, I'm dealing with people's lives too. That's the other thing. Like, I just have to be on top of everything. You know, you can't really cut corners in this. So it's been really good.
That's excellent. That's excellent, man. So, you know, with Squid Game,
yeah, that's right.
The dust has settled. Everything is in the past. How do you look back upon the show in itself and with the airing of it?
Dude, yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, you know, when I tell people, I'm just like, yeah, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. It truly is like once in a lifetime. You know, I've got you now as a friend. I was just talking to a good friend of ours, Mully, in England. He just had a kid. It's so amazing that this game brought us together, and we're all able to see each other through social media, and you know, I loved the concept of it. We all came in, nobody knew who anybody was, nobody knew how much everyone made. We all came in wearing the same stuff, so it just brought everybody down to the same level, and that's the best way to make friends. And yeah, it's, again, best experience ever, and I look back on it literally daily. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, definitely, like, if I wouldn't have went on the show, I probably wouldn't be shooting this content right now. Most likely would not be, at least not to this capacity. I wouldn't have had someone to come kick it with in Detroit with all these games. I would have been, I don't know, by myself. I don't really know anyone else out there like that. And, you know, even besides that, other things we've got to, you know, I talk with you pretty often. So, you know, you're a good friend of mine now. And it's kind of crazy to see those relationships turn, because I know all of us going into the game, had Ben said, oh, we're not worried about these people. I'm not here to make any friends.
No, exactly. Yeah, and I'm not the type to be like, oh yeah, I'm not making any friends. Like, I'm all in it for the money. Like, I mean, truly, I went into it super low expectations. Obviously, my chances were slim to win the money. So I was like, I want to make the most out of this and try and connect with as many people as I could, and that's what I did.
Thanks, man. That's what's up. So, you know, a lot of good things came from the show, a lot of really positive things, but was there any, like, negative things that you experienced from the show, whether that be maybe not as much airtime as you thought, maybe some people acting differently outside of the show than inside of the show, maybe the way that certain opportunities weren't presenting itself after the show, anything?
Yeah. To be honest, no. It's kind of a boring answer, but I wasn't a very polarizing figure at all. I was barely shown, but I got shown. I think that was really the fun part about it. It was like I was only there for 2 games, and I mean, I was shown a little bit, so that's fun. Like, there were some people that were there that were never shown, that made it through red light, green light, and their faces really weren't shown. So I was really happy with that. I haven't really, like, I'm not a very drama person, so you know, I've heard stories of people acting different with how than they were in the show. But yeah, not towards me. Like, I think I've just had a really good experience from it. Yeah.
Well, that's excellent, man. I love that. And yeah, we're definitely getting distracted over here by some things going on in the background. Y'all probably can't hear it, but it's pretty audio visible to us.
Yeah, we're I don't know. Yeah, you can't see, but we are literally in the middle of a median of 2 busy streets, and this is like, there's a 76ers game going on, and then the Eagles game just ended. So yeah, it's wild.
It is crazy out here. You know, we do things on our own time at the DeAndre way. You know, we on a log right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're walking, and DeAndre's like, oh, I see like a log or something. I'm like, he's like, let's go do it over there. I'm like, a log? I'm like, this is in the middle of a street. But hey.
Look, I got a bus to catch in like an hour and a half, so we had to make this kind of timely.
Yeah.
But okay, so cool. Are you planning on watching Squid Game, the actual season 2?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I don't know when it comes out. Is it the 26th? 26th. Absolutely. I loved the first show. I watched it many times.
What's the thing you're looking forward to most seeing from the second season?
Different games. I'm curious to see what the challenges are, and like what they end up doing, switching it up, because they have very high expectations because of the first season, and my expectations are low. I don't think it's going to be even remotely close to as good as the first one, but you never know. The director is a genius, so I'm sure he'd probably whip something out, something that we don't expect. Yeah.
No, definitely. It's also interesting how they're gonna make him go back in the game. I think they're gonna flip the game on his head and kind of do a Hunger Games style, destroying the game from the inside in. That's what I think.
The one thing I've not seen the trailers. Like, I've seen it pop up on like my recommended for YouTube. I haven't watched it. I'm kind of that way. I don't like to watch teasers or trailers of stuff. I want to just kind of go in there knowing nothing. So I don't know if they're like switching the games. I saw obviously 4, 5, 6 is going back in the games. So yeah, should be good. Should be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. We'll see. So we're gonna play a game real quick.
Oh,
I got some games out here. It's called
red light, green light.
We're out red light, green light. It's cold right now. It's about similar temperatures. It's almost the exact temperature right now that I felt like it was in that airport hangar, but we're not doing that. Yeah. And it's funny. I feel warmer here than I was in the stadium.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I think it's because we're like, I don't know what it is.
I mean, again, we're surrounded by trees in the middle of the street, so
yeah, I don't know.
This man DeAndre.
I don't know, but this game is basically I'm going to ask you about a player and number, and you got to tell me your thoughts on these players and numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Like one word. Like one word.
It doesn't have to be one word. It can be like whatever.
Okay.
Just your opinions.
All right.
First is our friend's player. 4-3-2 Brighton.
Oh man, that's actually crazy. I have not even thought about Brighton in a minute. I haven't seen him. I used to follow him on Instagram. I don't know how he's doing or what he's doing. In the games, we like bonded over sports. So, I mean, yeah, he was a kind of a jerk to everybody. I don't know. He has that type of attitude that's like arrogant, super confident in himself, obviously. A little bit too much, but I mean, again, I'm not a drama person, so like we found common ground, so yeah, he's cool.
Okay.
I would say that.
Okay, what about your friend, player 299 Spencer?
Oh. Yeah, see. I know he's a super nice guy. I think he was he could not have been in a worse situation, which was perfect for the show. It could not have been more perfect for the reality show. But yeah, I mean, screwed me over. We would have had a different shape, because Brighton even admitted that he would have changed shapes if Spencer would have put his hand on the same door as him. It's so dumb. Like, I know Beetle and I were like in his ear about it before.
I was in my ear.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. And but again, when I told you when we did our podcast, like I was like, DeAndre's up there. We good. I might have been in your ear, but it's like I don't want to go home right now. My bad if I was annoying, but like I didn't want to go home.
Yeah.
And I mean, you did what you needed to do. It was just...
I should have sold out for clout, y'all. This page would be double the size.
That's what I'm saying. Too bad you punched a hole in the door and then...
I know. If I would have picked the umbrella, my podcast would be double, triple the size. I would have been invited to all the Netflix events. I'd have been popping for selling out.
No, that's what I'm saying, man. You should have. Yeah, Spencer, good dude. I think poor candidate for high-pressure situations.
Okay, how about our friend Mr. 301 Trey?
Trey is a super nice guy. I remember talking with him and his mom, and they're just the coolest. Like, his mom is the coolest. We didn't talk too much, but every interaction we had, super nice. I know we've tried to like meet up with the people in Chicago because I'm kind of close. I've just never been able to get over there, but I'd love to see him again. Super nice guy.
What about Miss 278 Ashley?
Ashley. Yeah, I have mixed feelings on Ashley. I rarely talk to her in the games. Just from what I saw in the show, obviously she did Trey dirty.
Well, it wasn't what it seemed.
Yeah, no, yes. So originally I was like, dude, she totally screwed him over, but obviously she doesn't want to go home. So like, she stood her ground. So I mean, I respect that. I think she should have made a different decision on the bridge, but yeah, I didn't really talk to her, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about our champion Mai?
Oh, that sweet lady. When Spencer doomed us all, we were waiting. I mean, that's the thing about reality shows. The amount of waiting you do is criminal. It is criminal. And so she had Star, and so she was the second last to go, and Umbrella was the last to go, and so it was like 10 hours or whatever. So Mai had like a bunch of people huddling around her, and she was like teaching us how to do the cookie because she said she had practiced and had done it as a kid. And that is literally the only interaction I've ever had with Mai. And she was so nice about it. Like, we literally spent like 40 minutes talking about the cookie. And she was just like, yep, just like, don't go fast, just pay attention to the time. But, she was just giving good tips. I'm so happy she won. I would have loved Sam to win. Sam's a super nice guy. I was pushing for him because we had talked a lot in the games. But, yeah.
Okay. Shout out Mai.
Big time.
How about our friend, player, 451 runner-up Phil?
Phil, again, someone I didn't talk to very much. I love his vibe. He's really cool. I love what he's doing now. I follow him. He's like doing the band stuff, and it was so cool to see Mai, Sam, and Phil on Jimmy Fallon. That was really cool. I have nothing against Phil. Good man. Just not great at rock, paper, scissors.
Definitely not. Don't ask him to play, or else he might give you a bird finger up and whatnot.
Hit you with the 1, 2.
Yeah. And then lastly, I'll say Mr. Player. I was gonna say one, but I'll switch it. How about player 141 Dash?
Dash, dude. Dash and I love Dash. So since I'm player 114, the day after red light, green light, it was that time like where we went to the filming studio and kind of like got all into groups. So we were in the same group, and we just had a blast. Like, he's just a feel good. When you're around him, you always feel good. Personally, I think he's just a bright light in everyone's day. I don't know. He's got that sassy side to him. He's definitely got the drama side. I've seen it. We saw it on the show. Sorry if you hear the policemen. They're probably coming to get us.
I know, right?
Yeah. But Dash, yeah, literally no complaints. He's just such a fun guy. Yeah. Fun.
Okay. And then we'll wrap it up with that one. And so, as we wind this down here, before we get out of here, is there any last words you want to say to the peoples? Any last things you want to get off your chest about anything?
Well, like I said, this was the greatest experience really of my life. It's a really fun story to tell. I can tell my kids, my grandkids. I think it'll be really fun just later in life. I think and obviously, it's had almost instant gratification just with the people I've met. Go watch season 2 of the Squid Game, 26th. comes out. So I'm really excited for that. DeAndre, thank you for having me. I'm really, really appreciative of our friendship and, all the stuff we do.
Yeah, man, you one of my home skillet biscuits, man. You come and rock with me, whatever we doing, even up to my little shenanigans. And I appreciate you for that and putting up with me. I know I can be a lot sometimes, but I do value you a lot because I do talk to you more than most from the show, and you're kind of like my vibe on like going to sporting events and then like interests and whatnot. So I can vibe with people who's opposite as well, but it's nice to kind of have something to take away from an abnormal situation experience with some familiarity outside of that. So I can always appreciate you and that.
So well said. So well said.
All right, y'all. Peace, blessings, deuces, and have a great rest of your day. We out here. I got a bus to catch, and this man got a Uber to catch as well. So we out here, y'all. Peace.